It's the last thing I remember. I blackout, woke up in the morning. She claims that it landed inside the orange grove right next to us. I have no reason not to believe her. Now, before I talk about the Greys in my life, and there's 4 distinct beings that have interacted with me. And before I would like to point out that I was not a science fiction viewer as a child. I'm still not really a science fiction viewer. I did not know about aliens. And in fact, I did not know about Coast to Coast until I was 27, 28 years old. Okay? So I had no point of reference, no possible, maybe this was coming from some sort of something I saw in a movie or whatever, wherever this could have been. Now, I'm not going to talk about MK Ultra. I'm just gonna relay this. So one of the earliest memories of the Greys is the classic Operation On You story. And one of the things that I distinctly remember is a silver probe with a sphere on the end of it. And I'm going to draw really quickly what this, that, you know what I mean? Like so, tapering as it got more towards the handle. I remember distinctly being held down, like 3 beings holding me down, a 4th one shoving this thing up my nostril, and what I would suspect into my frontal lobe. Now, I don't, who's to say, did they put something into me or remove some sample? I don't know, but I do know that these fucking things that were scurrying into my chest and the vast amount of stories of alien implants and implants being removed from people. Okay, so let me tie this into why this. Now this came through to me. This was a dream regression, right? So I woke up from this dream, or maybe all of these dreams, all of these instances have been programmed into me to feel like I am waking up from a dream. A better way to put it. When I started listening to Coast, I went into discovered that this was a common instrument other people had drawn it, described it, and talked about how it was shoved into their nose. So it makes me feel like it is a valid experience that actually happened. The grays, the little ones and the big ones have been in my life, like I said, since I was little. And the last, they visit periodically, anytime, wake up in the middle of the night and you feel the 3 fingers on your arm, just that they're there. You can't see them, but they're touching you. I just kind of always have conversations. Basically just asking for a fucking ride in a spaceship, which, as far as I know, they're never going to give me a conscious ride. Video's getting long. Anyway, the last gray experience was when I was living in the Gila forest in a little cabin. They came to me one night, and this was after this growth period of do these not being fearful, and do these beings actually have personalities? And so they came, 4 of them came one night and did sort of like a travel montage photo album with me, is what I gathered it was, where they where they held me in obnoxious, silly positions around the cabin, like up on the ceiling or like upside down against the wall behind the stove, and they were all giggling as this was they thought it was humorous. And so what I took away, the main point that I want to take away from that is that almost everyone thinks that these are biological entities with no personalities that serve some sort of purpose for other beings, possibly. My feeling is that if you just shift your mindset to enjoy the experience with them and make it fun, they're going to be fun with you. Like there's 2 things I strongly believe, and that